Okay, go.
All right. So food. So she can start eating any fruits and vegetables you want her to. The only things that she can't have until a year are honey, and that's because it can contain botulism spores. Whole eggs, kind of recommended to stay away from a year, but if you're doing pancakes or baked goods that have egg in them, those are okay. Because the proteins are denatured when they're cooked, and so it's a lower risk for an allergy.
Okay.
Nuts and nut butters. Nuts are choking hazards, so we probably don't want to do those until she's got a lot of teeth anyway. Nut butters is generally recommended to stay away until about a year. Meats are okay at 8 to 9 months, including fish, although some people say shellfish should be held off until a year, because again, higher risk of allergies.
Okay. Now with solids.
Once she's picking things up with 2 fingers, it's okay to go, once she's got pincer grasp, go ahead with finger foods.
Okay.
There's a school of thought that's called, I can't remember, baby-led weaning. It's British, so weaning basically means starting food as opposed to getting them off breast milk. But basically it talks about at 6 months when they can pretty much sit up on their own and have really good head control, it's okay to do way more finger foods than jarred foods. You want to make them, it talks about cutting things up into bigger pieces, so like sweet potato fry size instead of like little cubes of sweet potatoes, so they can kind of pick them up even with raking grasp and start gnawing on things.
Okay.
Anything that's smushy that you can mush with your fingers is okay to try. So peas, steamed carrots, corn, spears of soft pear, stone fruits clearly without the stone, cut up grapes, blueberries, strawberries, bananas are a great one, avocado is a great one, nice and mushy again, mangoes are great.
Now she can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. But we still want to kind of talk about the one new food every 2 to 3 days, just so she has a reaction to something, we can clearly isolate what it was.
Okay.
And then if you find that and now it's also okay to introduce a sippy cup with some water in it.
Okay, I've done that.
Yeah.
But I haven't really kept it around. I've sort of given her.
That's fine. What I generally did at this age is kind of let her have it at meal times.
Okay.
And as she's getting a little older, most kids at this age aren't coordinated enough to really do a sippy cup well.
Right.
And the water that they get is just kind of enough to stave off the constipation that can come as we increase their food. And, for some of us, when we start food, breast milk supply decreases a little bit, so they're a little bit thirsty, so that makes up the difference.
Okay. And I should just be feeding her as she wants to eat on the breast.
Yeah.
And then if I switch to formula, how much?
General rule is 24 ounces, 24 to 30 ounces in a 24-hour period.
Okay.
Most formula-fed babies at this age take somewhere between 4 and 8 ounces at a time. And you can kind of, as you start introducing the bottle, let her guide you. If you give her 6 ounces and she's full, great. If you give her 8 ounces and she pukes all over the place, that's probably too much.
Yeah.
And if she give her 4 ounces and she's full, that's fine.
Okay.
Most families at this point are doing 4, 5, 6 ounce bottles a day.
Okay. Sounds good. And then her little head, the flat side. Thank you for the. I should YouTube that so people can.